Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Seablock Rustic Waters, Modpack by Boolyman. As you can see here, I am in my base. This is my new base, not my old one that you might already be familiar with. It will look similar, but it is not exactly the same. Reason being, obviously I changed a little bit of stuff, and I've got a rat cooking stuff, the fresh twisties in the back there. But I'm on a newer version of the pack, and I'm currently on a server. I am no longer on a single-player world. Is it my same world? No. Did I cheat stuff in so that I could have about what I had before? Yes. Basically just replacing things and progressing myself through this rather quickly. But I left several things undone because they weren't in the previous version. So all I did was I tried to catch myself up. And in the process of rebuilding all this stuff, having my stuff set up so that it was automatically sieving and all that, well, not sieving, straining, I should say. Obviously, you get lots of stuff. And through that, I get lots of stuff. I didn't spawn any of this stuff in. I didn't spawn in any resources. I've just been using the auto sieve, or the auto sluice. Which, by the way, I've got a much better version than what I ended up with before. It doesn't even use the funnel. You don't need a funnel. See, I've just got a piece of wood down here to represent that there is no funnel. There is a tank there, as you can see, and I've got 3 of the water pumps, which I don't even know if I need that. I might just need a block of like infinite water in front of the this thing here, but I currently have an automated user here that is now automatically filling things, and then, whoop, there it goes, it fills it, it then goes up into this automatic user, whoop, right there, and then it fills here, which then strains and so on and goes down. So it's a much simpler setup. I put a lever here so that if I want to stop it, I can. It will just trigger all these hoppers to stop draining their contents into chests, which would imply that the bucket at some point will stop. In the process of moving my base over, I did kind of clean up a few things a little bit, just so it was a little bit more orderly, but not very much. Otherwise, everything is pretty much the same as it was before. I don't know if you saw that I had set this up at the end of the last episode, but I had, actually, whether it was off camera or not, I actually did have that. And I moved these over to the side because it was just getting a big mess, and I moved my my bonsai pots over here, which they've been going by themselves. I've been taking some of the stuff out and using them. I've got 2 of the spiderweb saplings and 1 of the apple saplings. And a weird glitch happened in updating the pack at one point. There was a spot right over here where Chili Willy spawns in. It was like this little 4-block area, and I couldn't place any blocks. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it to work. And I had a Chili Willy running around already. So I was like, all right. So I took all of my player data out. I deleted everything that I had about my character. And then I went into all the small sub-files and everything, did that, re-logged in, thinking, all right, maybe it's something to do with me. Because every time I died, I would spawn right back in the same spot. Apparently that has been fixed in the mod pack as well. You don't spawn in a new zone. But when I log back in, a second Chili Willy spawned. So you know what? I'm gonna keep him. It's only gonna be for fun anyway. And now Chili Willy has a twin brother or sister. I don't even know what. It doesn't matter. But hi. Each of these just has a little bit in it. You can see I only have those from the quest rewards. Got my usual minables stuff here. My diggables, as I've been saving some stuff. My prismarine furnaces, not as effective as I thought. I've been using like a hopper going into the side. It actually doesn't hopper in for some reason. I don't know why. It just doesn't. It's confusing. I did end up making a second alloy kiln because I decided I would start making some alloys. I've got some leftovers here. I've been making bronze. I've been making invar. Oops, I'll put that back in. Let that finish up. I've been making a few other things as well, and just because I thought it was a good idea, and obviously people in the comments thought it was at the same time, I've got a bunch of ingots now, so I don't have to wait for things to smelt. That was kind of silly on my part. I was all like, I'm going to wait for myself to get the sieve from Magnetic Craft so that I can, not waste all those. It's fine. Seriously, I need stuff to build things with, and I'm not getting there anytime soon, so I might as well just do it. Still got my Ember stuff. I made a fuel spot. I've got a bunch of turds in here just in case. A spot for dust and plates, and you'll notice I've got some nickel ore. I'll go over that in a second. We've got valuables. I just made redstone and prismarine up there. Hopefully I'll get some like diamond or something. Then just a general wood chest, nothing really fancy. Same as before, I've got my tools. I know that I'm missing some stuff here, but most of these are from the quest rewards. Yeah. I did throw away my armor because I know that broke, and I've got like half a durability on the acceleration one, but I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. I wonder if you can make these. Can you? Yeah, it's bone meal and advanced core wands. Okay, those are expensive. So maybe I throw that away when I get halfway through if I ever get that far. I've got my normal stuff from the sea, the temperature items, some goo packs, and magma shards. Killing some mobs around the area, just in general, in exploring. I got like a turbo tube dropping from a rocket squid. I have no idea what that's for, but you can use it like in explosive ways. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't have any black dye, which is kind of scary, but I can always go and get some. I've got my other chest and my food chest, which is now different. If you notice, my nutrition drastically reduced. It's going to take me a while to get that stuff back up there, especially since my my fresh twisties have been nerfed heavily. In fact, very heavily. Let me grab some food here. What was I going to use? Oh, I was going to use meringue brownies for now, dairy and grain, because I don't think I have a very high amount. Dairy is pretty low. Grain, I don't have any other way of really getting it until I can get some seeds or something. I could probably plant some grass down and then bone meal it and get seeds that way, but not really that bothered. So I'm just going to eat meringue brownies because one, it's got those two things, and two, because it's just kind of funny. And I have this one cooking me up a whole bunch more, so I've got those. People were saying I should try string cheese. I was thinking I might do that. Where did I put the cow? Cow's up there, and I don't have any of the of those things in here. Let's see. Grab a tool chest. Grab a bucket. I can just put some milk in these up here. There we go, and done. And then I can break those up into bits of cheese later on. We can try turning those into string cheese, which I think could be fun. But yeah, getting on with the quest book. I've got a bunch of stuff that I still need to complete in the first chapter. I did get through some of this stuff, but I didn't grab all the rewards. And in killing something, I also got a money loot chest. I thought that would be interesting. I did get a bunch of rosin, which if you don't remember, at the end of the last episode, I took a bunch of clay and some sap that I got from the trees up here with the arboreal extractors on them and the tanks and stuff. I ended up getting the sap, putting it in there, and just getting a bunch of rosin out. Not too bad. And I upgraded all of my tables because that's actually going to change with the latest update. There's also going to be, on the latest update, a change where you can choose easy mode if you want, where all these things go into one table and there's no liquids on the side. It's for those people that really don't want to mess around with the tables too much, but still end up getting some advanced recipes. So you might still get like a larger recipe, but then it won't require any kind of liquids, and everything would be in just one table, which I think is the Trader's Workshop. But I'm actually not on the most recent version because I went to record and the update came down. And I'm like, no, I'm not stopping to update again right now because it's on a server now. It's a little bit more effort, and I'd have to ask the admins to take care of that for me. But anyway, let's open up this money loot chest. See what I get. I got some money. Simple enough. Okay, I got that from a squid, actually. And these are things I've just been pulling out of the drops and maybe got a couple quest rewards and whatnot. I haven't really bought anything from the quest book, so some of those might come into handy. Speaking of, let's get the cheese here, and then if I turn this, how do I make string cheese? Let's look up string cheese, because people say that you can eat this really fast, and a lot of people know I'm a big fan of eating things quickly because I hate that. I hate having to take time to eat food. All right, in here with a knife and a block of cheese. 16 durability. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I can do that. Boop. There we go. And then I can just give those to the chef. Oops. And take out that last meringue twisty there. Meringue brownie. Excuse me. Not twisty. And you're going to make me string cheese? Yep. A world without string is chaos. It's a hearty snack. All right, well, we'll try that out once I end up getting a little bit lower on some food. In the meantime, I am going to put some of this away so that I don't have as much. We're going to progress through some of these things. We're going to be catching up with where things are, because a lot of these quests that I don't have completed or I haven't claimed the prizes from or whatever have changed a bit. So let's go with Some Pipe It Hot, which, if you're not familiar with it, it's a play on a name of an old movie with, I think, Marilyn Monroe in it, Some Like It Hot. But yeah, you get a treasure chest, a regular one, not a money treasure chest, which, let's actually open that. Let's see what we get. Aluminum gear and 3 pyrotheum dust. That's interesting. I think I'm going to put pyrotheum dust in there, and the gear is going to go in the tools chest for now, because that just makes sense to me. Maybe not to you, but hopefully it will in time. Anyway, let's open this up and continue on with some of the other quests. A little bit of love. With a bit of ingenuity and setup, you could automate the entire process of water strainer, sluice, furnace. Now, bear with me here. I know I've read this before. This would require a combination of automated users, the only machines that will interact with sluices, rats, buckets, hoppers, etc. A worthwhile time investment and fun project to figure out. Hint, rats can't swim, so they will need access to the bottom of a strainer if you want them to pull out items. Fluid and item conduits can be purchased on the Guild Trades tab. You can craft artisan workshops. Recipes aren't too tough. Yeah, this is basically just the thing about rats and you. This is a new little thing here telling you how they actually work if you want to make them work. They're invaluable helpers. They're tiny. They help out with slabs and stairs, so if you have like full blocks they have to jump up, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. You see here they've got it like, if you want it to go in, it's best to give it a step to run up. Rats cannot interact directly with the machine. Use hoppers or chests to make it easier for them, and so on. See, stairs going up here can make things easier. They only accept items to smelt, grind, or cook manually, etc. So you've got some different options. I think that might have been in the previous one. I don't know. Either way, it's a really good thing to at least mention if you're not familiar with the rats. Because actually I was considering just using them to take this, my output chest, which constantly keeps overflowing, and like whitelisting things that are just going to be sand, gravel, and dirt to go into the automated user, because this is the one that actually places that stuff, which this is actually over full though, so that's kind of a problem. I need to have a drawer set up in here, and that's kind of what I'm thinking I might do next, is put some drawers in here, have this whole thing just kind of work out from that. But until I get there, I might end up waiting before I end up using a rat. Let's go over here. I got my hearthstone. I've set it to my bed, which, by the way, one of the quests, you actually get, what is it, bed bugs? No, one of these you actually get a blue bed as a reward. I can't remember. So that is my bed now, as a blue one. And in here I get another treasure chest. So if I get this, open it up, I got, solder. Portable generator and 2 tin plates. That's actually really good. In the new update, this mechanical toolbox is actually going to change. You can put your tools in here, as well as just about anything else you want, like ingredients and stuff. So if you are currently using this stuff, you want to put some ingredients on the side, I think it's going to allow you to do so. At least that's what it seemed like in the patch notes. So that's pretty darn cool. I did change this to be from the other stuff to that. This didn't say dust and plates before. This used to be for these, the rocky chunks, but I realized that was just kind of silly to put them there. Bring them from that room in here and then bring them back again to process them was just kind of silly. But yeah, and this generator, that's really cool. I'm gonna shove this in the tools chest so I can show you what I've got going on down below. The world around me has changed. I don't have the things that you saw before nearby. Instead, I have some other stuff. And I made this so that it can go up, all the way up, or all the way down at this point, going, up or down, so that I can get to the surface if I want, through the same means. Now, in this case, we're going to go down. And as you can see, let me get out of this water here. You can see we've got a meteor, we've got a ship, we've got another meteor. So we've got like 3 meteors nearby, no ships. It is very strongly telling me that I need to make things for a little bit of applied energistics. But, ow, I wasn't holding sneak. So I dug a hole in the ground, I put some trapdoors down. This is my way up. If I just press against that wall and then look up briefly, I should be able to get up there really easy. But down here, it's open. Ta-da! And I've got a little area that I mined out. That's where the nickel ore came from. And I figure at this level, which I think it's Y level 10 here, yeah, I can just grab a hammer and start digging away if I want to have some underground movement to different places. Or at least that's kind of the idea. Go down here and see if I can get this to work. A little bit more. There we go. And then I just go up, turn around, and hope that I get through. Nice. Nice and easy. Sweet. Alright, so let's take a look at some other quests that we can do. Because this episode is just... I'm guessing it's just going to be a lot of catching up. But there's a juicer. Eating a healthy diet will give you positive status effects. You can access your nutrition panel via a button on your inventory UI. Percentages for each food group are listed on most food items. Average 75 plus nutrition equals night vision, 80 plus equals resistance, and 90 plus equals strength. So you can get all three of these different things if you can get your average of all of them together. So that's pretty darn cool. Tip, there are no negative status effects for eating poorly, but you may get love handles. That's a joke, not a status effect. Do not blow up my issue tracker. Nice, Boolyman. Make sure to give the guy some love. So I'm going to need to make a juicer, which is pretty basic if the recipe hasn't changed. Yeah, it's just any kind of, accepts any stone, it says at the bottom there, and a stone pressure plate, which means I just need 3 pieces of stone total. And 1, 2, 3. Got that. And I can just take this, and then that. There we go. Juicer get. And that should detect, claim. I get another piece of opesium, which is what I used for my hearthstone. Actually, I think I might have just spawned myself a hearthstone when I was getting in here because I didn't want to like die and not have a way of getting back. So what I'm going to do with this is, here, I will show you. I will turn on cheat mode just so I can delete this. Boop, it's gone. Cheat mode is off. There we go. I don't need that. I can potentially get more in the future, I hope. I hope. We'll find out. At least I hope so. Because, wait a minute. Making a hearthstone? I didn't get that from the treasure chest. I got that from this. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hearthstone is made with opesium that I got from what quest? Was it this quest? Oh crap, I just threw away my second piece of opesium. Alright, just ignore me, folks. I'm being a derp. I'm just trying to catch things up here. Alright, there we go. I now have my opesium back. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, short of making another hearthstone, but I'm just going to put it in like the raw materials chest for now. Yeah. So, and I'll put the juicer in here. There we go. And people were saying that juicer is pretty good because you can feasibly use it to turn things into liquids, which then you can drink as often as you want. Therefore, I could make like a whole bunch of apple juice and then just like pump up my fruit real simply. Let's see if that actually holds true, because I would need a bunch of glass for that. Grab this, grab some apples. And if I use this with the apples... Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Use. Okay, it's going to need double. Let's take a couple of these and see if that works in general. Actually, I'm not hungry, but let's see how fast this string cheese works. Oh my gosh, jeez. Okay, anyone can cook. Obtain 1 of 2 rare gourmet foods prepared by a rat chef. That is pretty quick. That is pretty quick. Let's try the juice. Oh, it's true. So I could just totally work this up with any kind of juice. Oh, so that's a kind of a cheaty way of getting your nutrition up real quick and easy. Maybe I'll do that. I'll make a stack of juice and go from there. I won't do this while you guys are, on the video or anything like that. I'll probably just make a stack. There we go. I'll put this juicer back in here for now. Perfect. You also probably notice that there's sound over here. And there's sound over here, and you're hearing bleh, 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 bleh. These guys making their weird little chilly willy noises. It is kind of annoying because my sound blocks are gone. I made things over, but the reason I didn't spawn new ones in is because it's actually part of the quest I was talking about before. Just a heads up. It's right here. Hammer time. There it is. Soundproofing. You get them. I don't think that that you can make them. Maybe you can now. No, you can't. But it is a quest reward, and I do need to make that. It's a steam hammer. And these noises are actually kind of killing me here. Let's put that on my list of things to do. It's a bunch of lead and pistons, which is wood, stone, iron, and redstone. I actually have all this stuff sitting ready. Let me just make sure I don't have anything left in my alloys cooking, because I was planning on making some Invar hammers and mining as well. But let's put this Invar away. We're going to take some lead, some iron, some redstone, stones, and wood, which I've got wood out there already, and stones. I think it's just regular stone. I don't think that it needs to be cobbled, but just in case, I'll grab those. And some wood, which I don't have very much that isn't processed, so I will just, doop, there we go. Now, in a crafting table, I can make steam hammer pistons. Let's make a couple of those. And that was a regular crafting table, so it went back into my inventory, which is perfect. And then, what is this made in? There's no liquid required. Blacksmith's workshop. I do have tools in here. I just gave myself one of each tool. And some of these I got as rewards, like you saw there with the solder. And then we do this. Steam hammer. Cool. Now, most important, I get soundproofing block and a diamond pickaxe. This is very good. So let's take the soundproofing block, because I think I've got a spot up here that'll work. I probably put it right here in the corner, to be honest. Let's just grab this. I probably should have used my axe, but oh well. There we go. Oh, that's already better. And then you two, let's take the, again, axe. Thank you. Oh, now sound is not completely gone. It's just drastically reduced. So you're very unlikely to hear much, if anything. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. One thing I would like is if Quark was in here, I could click on that button. All my inventory could go into the appropriate chests and whatnot, but it is not such a thing. Let me put away some of these ingots then. Stone and wood is the only thing that I have left. Put those away. And then I can put the rest away in my minables chest. Yeah, I realize everything's kind of spread around, but I also was getting mentioned from people in the comments that I should try working on some thermodynamics transportation tubes so that I can just zoom around the base much quicker, which sounds really cool. I can't remember what they're called. There they are. Not flux ducts, the viaducts. Don't need long range, just regular viaducts, which they require fluid transposer. Interesting. And then what is it to make the untreated versions? That's just bronze and glass. That's not bad, and that makes 16. It would probably be filling them with Zephyrian Erothium. That would be a little bit challenging. Wait, what? All right, Erothium dust is made from blitz powder, redstone, and niter. Well, I don't have niter or blitz powder. I haven't found any blitzes. Pulverizer. Wow, okay. There's probably some simpler way of doing it, but who knows? Maybe I'll find these guys eventually or get those things as rewards. But yes, eventually I will be getting those. I'm going to try and let my food run down a bit so that I can eat the string cheese all at once and see how that goes, how quick it goes. I guess we'll find out. But yes, that is much nicer.